Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, November 28, 2022. Your need to connect and share blossoms today. You're likely to enjoy a natural, spontaneous, and creative feel to networking, group involvement, friendship, and partnership. With Jupiter's recent direct turn in your sign, you're feeling more buoyant. Jupiter will continue to transit your sign until December 20th, when it officially moves on. Now that it's direct, people see your best qualities in a favorable, or new and improved, light. You can feel excitement and enthusiasm about your interests or promising prospects. You're looking at the world around you, yourself, and situations with building confidence and positivity. You're likely to notice a shift in your outlook and mood this week. In the weeks ahead, you're increasingly more comfortable and confident that you have the power to make positive changes in your life. Mars remains retrograde, and you're likely to deal with some backlog. It remains important to slow down and approach your life differently, particularly in your home life. However, with Jupiter in your sign, it's easy to be patient and see the bigger picture. Mental Mercury is stampeding toward new horizons. As he now spins within your solar 10th house of professional advancement, this will give you an opportunity to discuss your long-term career ambitions with your one and only. Create a strategy for ways that you can work as a team to manifest these goals. While you're likely to be a bit busy on the job, don't let it stress you out. Remember to always prioritize a healthy work and life balance that empowers the possibilities of romance. You deserve to live life to the fullest. Share without fear. Your professional dreams and aspirations are illuminated by the moon in Capricorn. However, speaking up about them might be challenging as the moon squares Chiron retrograde in Aries. You may feel unsure of the likelihood of your aspirations or fear being judged for whatever you wish to accomplish. Luckily, the right opportunity and people to talk to may come up unexpectedly since the moon also trines Uranus retrograde in Taurus. Although a little unpredictable, you should still take a leap of faith. While it will take Jupiter another 25 days to return to your income sector, as he spends his first weekend in direct motion, he is on his way back, and this is creating a new sense of confidence and anticipation. By the time Jupiter retrograded back out late last month, he had been in retrograde motion for months, but when he returns he will not only be back in direct motion but will have built up speed, ready for a fresh start. When the planets are in harmony, you can expect to feel psychically in tune with what is most important to you. You can sense how important it is for you to exercise before you do anything else. When you get your excess energy out at the gym or in a challenging yoga session, for example, you are more likely to say what you mean and mean what you say when you are with your friends. Pay attention to your inner wisdom. The vibration should see you thinking of your financial obligations and responsibilities. This is hardly a new concept for you. Responsibility is your middle name. One thing that you may want to consider, however, is the fact that you can't do everything. As much as you may want to, and perhaps achieve at times, you can't keep that kind of pace of too long. Take time to consider sharing some of the burden with other family members, especially if you're already tired. Talk it over today. When the sun and moon parted ways yesterday after aligning as a new moon 2 days earlier, they went their separate ways, and this is what is adding to today's diversity. The sun has stayed where he is, and in his first weekend in your career sector, he is not only shining the solar spotlight on your career and professional situation, matters and options, but on growing support and anticipation on the income front. Meanwhile, the moon has moved on and in your friendship sector is linking up with planets on the communication and relationship fronts, making this a good day for all forms of connecting. At the same time that the moon is forming a friendly aspect to planets in your communication sector, it is also forming the same aspect to those in your relationship sector, acting as a bridge and an emotional link between the two. In a weekend when Venus and Chiron, the planets of love and healing, are in harmony, this is a valuable chance to get the communication lines open. Our eyes in the sky. Today brings an element of swiftness and response. The day starts intense, with a ton of energy swirling around. Remember that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. You planted the seeds a while back, so go ahead and jump into your destiny. You're optimistic, willing to take risks. Self-reliance and the charm you possess gives you great confidence. If you suffer the indignity of being turned down by a potential date, this has little effect on the way you feel. There are people out there who appreciate what you offer and willing to share their love with you. You're a soldier. Ask yourself exactly who and what you're willing to fight for. That is exactly where you need to focus your time and attention. It might even require you to cut unwanted things and people from your life. You'll feel encouraged to stick to your commitments and rebel against the system. It's going to require you to stand up for yourself in many areas of your life. Today is not a good day for financial adventures. You are being somewhat sluggish and aren't at all creative. Refrain from starting ambitious projects. You don't have the necessary willpower to conclude them successfully. Wait for better times, because if you try to force things through now, they will backfire. You've done what you needed to do, and you've accomplished a lot in a short amount of time. Be proud of yourself. This evening, let yourself chillax with some wonderful food, conversation, and company. In the morning, the Capricorn moon squares off with Chiron in Aries, provoking insecurity. Conflicts emerge. Our ability to care for ourselves or others is called into question. We may be willing to rise to the occasion and assume the management process, but fears of inadequacy give us pause. In our past, we were belittled for taking a strong, assertive approach. We had to learn how to temper our emotions to get what we need, but employing more reserved tactics may not serve us well at this moment. For now, we must face this challenge without the promise of a win, which can be anxiety-inducing. Your energy and drive have no bounds. If you had it your way, you would do everything and at the same time. Even though your interests are varied, you should concentrate on what's relevant. Involve your friends and relations in particular. You will spend wonderful moments together and have great memories of them. It's essential to ask yourself if your actions are always necessary. Often you feel as if you have to prove yourself to your colleagues and without reason may use questionable means to achieve this by opposing suggestions they make. Try to remain helpful and cooperative. Projects work out much better. Mid-afternoon, the moon trines Uranus in Taurus, allowing us to loosen up and go with the flow. Sudden shakeups to work, routines, or resources prompt us to approach our problems in new ways. Disruptions such as these would ordinarily bother us, but they now offer a chance to stop thinking so much about ourselves and focus on the task at hand. The known is what is presently causing us grief, this idea that we are incapable of overcoming our personal failings. The unknown, however, is full of possibility. Switching up our agendas and breaking from bad habits is liberating and frees us from self-consciousness. We will likely be met with serendipity in the later part of the day. Chance meetings, surprising turn of events, or unexpected opportunities are only a few of fate's possible manifestations.